Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give this video a like. Today's lesson was brought to you by Prokofiev's nap time. The teacher waltzes in with a blanket like it's a magic cloak. This is for Prokofiev when he dozes off again. Prokofiev confidently throws down the gauntlet. Not today. But 40 minutes in, guess who's snoring louder than a chainsaw? Yep, Prokofiev. The teacher smirks, whips out the blanket like a superhero, and tucks him in while continuing the lecture. Because apparently, nap time is now part of the curriculum. Who needs sleep lessons when you can teach through blanket diplomacy?
Ever give directions and accidentally become someone's crush? Last night, I spent a whole half hour telling this guy how to find a shopping mall. I mean, he was persistent asking about street names like he was auditioning for a GPS. After leading him to the intersection, I thought I was free. But guess what? I found a note in my hood. His number. Turns out he only wanted to chat because he thought I was cute. Talk about getting lost in the conversation.
Ever heard your kid question your drinking? Mine did. It's like my daughter turned into a mini therapist. One day I'm drowning my adult problems in alcohol, and the next, she's pondering if her behavior is why daddy drinks. Spoiler alert. It was a wake-up call. After hearing her sweet, innocent worries, I realized my life was a mess. Not just for me, but for her too. So I quit cold turkey. Who knew I'd trade whiskey for parenting lessons? Lesson learned. Kids are the ultimate accountability partners. Ever had a life so perfect it was basically a sitcom? Meet me, I had it all: a flashy job, a stunning wife, and dreams bigger than my apartment. But, plot twist, my wife was busy romancing my subordinate. Yep, that's right. In under a month, I went from king of the hill to living in a cramped place, counting ceiling cracks and sharing meals with cats. But then my old friends swooped in like superheroes without capes. And now, I toast to them at my wedding. Who knew losing it all would lead me to find true gems friends?
So, my 8-year-old just hustled her classmates for Hogwarts admission. She told them for 200 rubles, Hagrid would swoop in to save the day. Over 3,000 rubles later, she's facing expulsion. And I'm like, at least she's resourceful. Other parents are fuming while my husband, he's grinning like it's some new startup idea. Who knew Hogwarts had a ticket price? Watch out, Diagali. Here comes the youngest entrepreneur of the year. Ever complain to your mom when you're sick? First, you get a lecture about how you should have bundled up. I told you so, she says, while you're just lying there like a sad potato. But wait, within 10 minutes, she's back with tea and honey. The ultimate mom transformation. From tough love to superhero. Why do we bother complaining when we know it's just a matter of time before she's nursing us back to health? Classic mom move. They really just can't help themselves. Imagine getting told you have cancer, then opening a cafe and living your best life. That's exactly what happened to me. I went skydiving, learned to ski, and traveled the world. Then, plot twist, a phone call reveals my cancer was just a crazy mix-up. Turns out, I'm totally fine. Now at 24, I realize I could have sat on the couch all this time, but instead, I crushed life. So, if you think you have time to chill, think again, get out there and live it up. Who knows when someone will mistake you for a different person? Ever had a miracle happen? So there I was, 4 months pregnant, facing a hospital room filled with panic and 5,050 odds of keeping my baby. Standing by the open window, I spotted a dying dove outside. Instead of freaking out, I casually asked it to take my problems away. The next day, boom, miracle ultrasound. The doctor's jaw dropped. Complete healing. I guess desperation really does make you friends with the universe. Or just really lucky edges on hospital windows. Thank you, little dove. You did what doctors couldn't.
You won't believe what happened to my former classmate. I bumped into him recently, and he was in a wheelchair without legs. I was like, Zhenya, what happened? And he grinned, shrugged, and said, wore them out. Can you believe that? Only he could turn a tragedy into a punchline. Life really is one big comedy sketch, isn't it? I mean, who else can make legless jokes? Maybe I need to take notes. If he can laugh through that, I can laugh at spilled coffee. So, So, my neighbor walks into a jewelry store to buy his wife an anniversary ring. He spots the perfect one, but he's 1,000 rubles short. Suddenly, the shop owner shows up, and my neighbor, quick on his feet, asks for a discount for their 30 years of marriage. The owner, obviously a bit cheeky, asks if he's ever cheated. Shocked, my neighbor says no. So guess what? The owner gives him a 1,000 ruble discount for being a loyal husband. Talk about shopping perks. Loyalty really does pay off, especially at jewelry stores.
Divorce could be tough, but when your 3-year-old drops truth bombs like these, priceless. So, my ex visits our daughter and they're deep in playtime. Suddenly, my little one storms into the kitchen like a pint-sized judge. "Mommy, you're the Tin Woodman." And he shoots back, "Yes," without a heart. But hold up, my daughter isn't done. She looks at him and says, "And you, Daddy, are the scarecrow, hairy and brainless." Talk about a family roast. Who needs therapy when your kid's throwing shade like a pro? So, my boyfriend tries to propose, and I mishear him. He says, "I don't want you as my girlfriend anymore." Panic ensues. Did I just get dumped? In a reflex move, I knock him out with a killer spinning kick. When he wakes up, he was all set to propose. Now, I'm the one needing an apology. "Kolya, I agree. Can you believe it? From knockout to wedding ring. Imagine keeping score with your partner." My grandparents turned their relationship into a points game. Every compliment, every flower, a point in the notebook. So, Grandma opens their record yesterday after Grandpa's latest flower delivery, and boom, tied scores. 22,763 to 22,763. They're literally playing the longest game of love ever. Honestly, if only my love life had its own scoreboard. Who wouldn't want a lifelong tie? Talk about winning at love. Imagine getting robbed, and instead of cash, you pull out a rubber snake. That's exactly what happened to me. Picture this. It's dark. Some hoodie-wearing, knife-wielding dude is demanding my valuables. My hands are shaking as I toss out random stuff, trying to find my phone. And then bam! Rubber snake in the mix. The guy freaks out like I'm some kind of deranged snake charmer and bolts. Lesson learned. When in danger, just bring a rubber toy. Who knew puppy supplies could save your life? Imagine waiting for your boyfriend to return from the army, only to learn he's not ready for a wedding because of a wheelchair. Fast forward, and I finally find Mr. Right, who proposes and helps me believe in miracles. Just when I'm about to say I do, guess who crashes the party? My ex, declaring his undying love after all this time. Really? Just 24 hours too late, buddy. You can keep your love notes. I'm sticking with the guy who lifts me up, and not just in a romantic way.
Ever tried walking 2 hours to the pyramids after a few drinks? Meet our 2 Russian heroes who thought fur hats and vodka would make the journey easier. They set off at 11 a.m. and came back at midnight on camels, posing with pyramid selfies. I guess when you mix determination with a little too much vodka, even the pyramids can seem just a hop away. Next time, maybe stick to a taxi, or just aim for the snack bar instead. Ever seen a girl throw a tantrum over nothing? Don't panic, it's not the end of the world. Yet. She's not mad. She's just running low on hugs and love. Imagine her inner chaos, like a soap opera mixed with a volcano. Just swoop in, give her a hug, whisper sweet nothings, and watch her transform from an angry bear to a cuddly panda. But if you ignore the signs, congratulations, you've just signed up for an emotional apocalypse. So remember, love is the key, or you might just get a meltdown that could rival a natural disaster. Ever had a romantic night turn into a magic show? Picture this, dancing under a glowing street lamp, romantic snowflakes fluttering around. Then wham! The light goes out. My boyfriend panics and yells, "Don't worry, we'll use magic." He throws a snowball, and poof, the lamp lights up again. Suddenly, he's tossing snow everywhere like he's casting spells. The grand reveal. I'm dating a fairy. Talk about a magical date night gone wild. Ever thought about how the army turns your kid from a couch potato into a fitness yonkie? Well, my son wants in. So I decided to play army dad. 3 days of 6 a.m. wake-up calls and 3-kilometer runs in our neighborhood. Spoiler alert, he didn't transform into Rambo. But guess what? He's now hitting the gym like it's a life or death situation. He's ditching the skinny jeans for muscle tees. And honestly, I might just join him. Who needs a drill sergeant when you have a dad? Picture this. I'm just minding my own business when bam, a tiny, freezing kitten jumps out of an alley like it's auditioning for a role in Survivor. Et feline edition. I pop him in my jacket pocket like a snack. But wait, there's more. Another kitten appears, and suddenly, I'm not just a guy. I'm the proud parent of Holmes and Watson. Now we're binge-watching Sherlock together. Who knew parenting came with so much fur and minimal sleep? Plot twist. I'm the Miss Hudson, and they're the detectives solving the case of Where's My Snack?